Hey, what's up guys, Vizeh here, and welcome to another video on my channel. And today, let's get into my very first Futties based video on FIFA 19. Now, if you don't know what Futties is, I will tell you, but I expect that you most likely do. But if you don't, then, well, I'll tell you just in case. So, Futties is an event that happens after team of the season when typically all the fun cards, which has been used all year, the like OP cards, which typically is from every top 5 league, basically gets a massive upgrade through voting from the community. So this has been a thing since FIFA 15, I believe, in which there was a voting system back then, and it now is voted through SBCs, in which we saw last year we had Martial in there, Rashford, Vizeh, Lozano, and the list goes on. And in today's video, we're going to go through what we should expect and what my predictions are for who we should receive during the Futties event this year. Now, typically I would expect EA to start with a goalkeeper because that's typically how to do it. So they go from goalkeeper, centre back, left back, right back, CDM, CM, cam, left mid or slash left wing, right mid, right wing, or a striker to end it off. So that's usually how to do it through each position. I think back in the day they did it with like, you know, like a flair player and like a box-to-box player, which they named it. But this year they don't really care anymore. It's just done in position, so it's much more easier for them. If you're not aware about who's won it in the last few years, I'll give you a little recap. So we got like Eric Bailly, Smalling, and Umtiti, where Smalling won this one. Butland, Trapp, and Begovic. Butland won because these players were like the most OP the entire year. Like Smalling was like in every single team, basically for the entirety of the game. And same thing with Butland. These guys were like unreal OP. We got Sane, Lucas, and Bellarabius. I think Sane won because, well, he's BPL. But typically most BPL players, if they are in the voting, typically wins because they're from BPL, because most people either support a BPL team or they use BPL players because typically they're quite a good league to build around. So next up got left back, so I think Shaw won this one as well. Next up is going to be left wingers, which of course Sterling won this one. You're seeing a rather good link right now. There was a swap option, so I think Florenzi got voted to play as like a centre mid, which kind of makes sense. I'd imagine like Sissoko will be also centre mid, or Williams will be like a striker. And then we got, of course, favourite CM, so I think Dembele won this one, she did. And then strikers, Musa won. I was kind of pissed off. I thought that Andre Gray could stand a chance, but of course he didn't win. And then, I think there's actually one more, favourite future player. And then last one, I believe, is the favourite right back, which I think this was right at the end. And typically at that stage, like, EA just don't care anymore, and they just drop, like, every single card that's ever been released. Like, last year, they dropped every single special card in the game in packs. So screenplays to future stars, every single team of the season, I think even team of the years, carnival players, literally every single one will be out in packs, I presume, some point this year. Now, of course, this event is just something a bit fun because after team of the season, it's usually quite dead. Let me know down below in the comments, are you guys even bothering with FIFA anymore? Are you playing other games? Or are you just, you know, like just doing SBCs and then logging off? I may try and do FUT Champions if there's anything in packs. I got gold 2 this week to try and get the top 5 guarantee, because right now there's in fact team of season reds in this week's FUT Champions Rewards. Then I think that's it now, which I find it a bit sad. You know, I thought that EA would have dropped like some guaranteed team of the season player packs, which they did back in FIFA 17, but they just haven't, no, and I don't get why not. Like, it's at this stage when like everyone's got like insane teams. Like my team right now is like unreal, and I don't know, man, I feel like so many people have like either an insane team or an insane amount of coins, so I don't think it's even that much of a big deal. Just drop a repeatable guaranteed team of the season player packs when it's near the end of the game for most people. I think that makes so much more sense, just to bring a few people back to like enjoy the game a bit more. But maybe that's just my fault. I just know that when the guaranteed team of the season pack was out in FIFA 17, that was like my favourite time of the entire year. Like the amount of trolls was unreal, but it was so fun because when you saw like a walkout, you were gassed. It was so exciting, man. So anyway, if you ask me personally for team of the season, I would say it's like I say it's out of 10. I think the game was like the bare minimum that they could have really done. I thought that Salbia was in the ultimate team of the season, but Neymar and Hazard wasn't. It was a bit weird, which pisses me off because that's all I packed during those packs, for Christ's sake. And also there was Pepe in there, but I never packed a Pepe or saw anyone pack a Pepe. Was Pepe even in packs? Because I didn't pack him once, and I've opened like 50 accounts worth of rewards and guaranteed packs, and not saw one Pepe. But I packed Ronaldo though. Yeah, and Mbappe, but no Pepe. Explain that one, EA. Anyway, so back to Futties talk. So last year we received these players right here. So Rashford, Manolas, Lozano, Alessandrini, Martial, Bakayoko. These are very popular players I was using the entire year. So basically it's using players which were used a lot and then bringing them back and giving them like a massive upgrade. So the Bakayoko was sick, Martial was amazing, that Lozano was unreal. Even the Alessandrini, like fun cards that people use for FUT Champions throughout the entire year, was given a return. And if you scroll down, not really any of the Futties cards received like a team of the season. One or two maybe did, but typically most cards, or every card that was in a nomination, did not receive like a team of the season. But of course we saw like Mbappe in there, so I expect to see some like big boys thrown in the mix. Number one, I think we'll see is most definitely a Paul Pogba. I think Paul Pogba without a team of the season or team of the year. I think that EA, because well they won't take a marquee player to throw in to make the event like more like eventful, I think a Pogba is almost guaranteed for a centre mid option. I'd be very surprised if we don't receive him, because if you look right now, there's not really many options. There's a headliner, and then that's really kind of it, but there's not many of them at all because it was so long since that event, and it was also kind of like a weird event as well. So I think like an untradeable Futties Pogba, if it wins, would be like, I mean that'll be a game changer for a lot of people in the game, obviously. On topic of Manchester United, I also expect people like Rashford to be back in for a return, or maybe like a Martial. Typically for Futties, you see the same type of players show up over and over and over again because, well, these players are always good in every single FIFA, like a Bailly or David Luiz or Sandro or a Gabriel Jesus or Matuidi or Promes. These players, every single one of these players, I expect will be given a nomination for this Futties. Because of course, right now, a lot of people have like insane teams, so people won't really be bothered to get these guys in their teams unless they are, well, good. This is the main issue though, because I feel like there's such a massive gap between like the casual player and also a person like me that plays the game on a regular basis because it's my job, or especially like a elite, you know, consistent player or FUT Champions Gold 1 player, which I guess I am as well. That the difference between like my team to like most casual players teams is so diverse that it's, I don't know how EA are gonna try and like make this look good to the kind of lower audience which doesn't have like a very good team, unless if they give us like 6 players but don't make the value of that player insanely high. Like, let's say for example Pogba gets a Futties winner card for centre mid, right? Let's say that you get like a 93 rated Futties card. How much would that card typically be in like one SBC, like in one squad? Like what, 88 rated or something? If that card was on the market, it'd be worth a lot. But I feel like EA should just give us players like a Pogba for relatively not cheap, but cheaper than what you would really expect. Let's say like an 86 rated team with like 2 informs, 3 informs. I think that'd be worth it for Pogba. Maybe even just 2 informs, to be fair. 86 rated team isn't that expensive, it's like 150k. But with the informs as well, maybe like 200k, 250k as well. It's not insane cheap that everyone has him. Make it possible for the smaller players which may not have that much coins or that much to put into a team can acquire someone like a Pogba, which if he gets a Futties winning card, which I expect that he'd be fun in as well. Because it's not like people really care about FUT Champions rewards at the end of this stage of FIFA anyway. Like, no one should really care anymore. When EA drops the fact that you can get any special player in a pack, I think that's when you should just make like everyone like mad cheap. And to be fair, everyone at the end of FIFA is mad cheap. Like, how much is Ronaldo now? Cristiano Ronaldo, I bought a Ronaldo for like I think it's like 1.7 million coins at like, I want to say like February time. No, it was in January because I packed Team of the Year Marcelo, right? Ronaldo right now is worth about 700,000, 680 actually. He's high 600s for Ronaldo right now. So let's say when they release like every single card in packs, it'd be like 500 I'll say. It'd be mad cheap. Let me know down below in the comments who are you expecting to see in this. Now I would do it one by one, but the thing is I literally did do a video of me going through each position and my video corrupted, so that took like an hour to do, so I do not want to do that again. However, I'll go through it in a very shortened way. So for CDMs, I expect to see like an Ndidi, like a Partey as well, Matuidi potentially, or Lerma. Wingers would be like Promes, Leroy Sané, Douglas Costa, Martial, Leon Bailey, Flip Innocent, like strikers could be like a Rashford, a Lautaro Martinez, Gabriel Jesus, a Naki Williams, a Memphis Depay. Players which you see a lot, especially at the start of the year for like most people's teams. You probably see them come back with like a very big boost. Defenders, a Davinson Sanchez, a Eric Bailly, a Titi, a Manolas, any other players, a Kanji from Bundesliga as well. Kempembe actually is a big one. For goalkeepers, I don't really know who could be, like a Kepa, a Neto, Chesney, players that hasn't already got like an insane like team of the season. Could be in there. There could also be a Lozano, or a Hulk. Hulk as like a right winger, like beast player. These are those players that I expect to see. So let me know down below in the comments, are you looking forward to Futties? And tell me down below, and who should we really expect? My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.